welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal it's time for football. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime.
2026 New England Patriots.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake Maye.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Working out of the gun. It's Maye. He's got his man, Kayshon Boutte. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 9. Once more, it's Anderson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
Second and 5.
Second and 5. On play action, here's Maye. He's got it inside the 5. And the Patriots are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Henderson trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he's going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Once more, Henderson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Broncos nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Straight ahead goes Harvey, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. A first down there on a gain of 12.
And the Broncos.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Another catch on the drive, this one for 13 yards, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey. He's to the 10, and he will score! R.J. Harvey, touchdown Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. The Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
He's taken down at the 30.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
4 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They gonna hold on to this one.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. To throw is May. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everything.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Hicks. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Harvey. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Robert Spillane spills him there.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They'll come up here first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down by Craig Woodson. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And he's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown Broncos. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Throwing is made. There's a short one to Hooper. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
That's caught downfield by Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On the give, it's Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Throwing on third down is May. On the move past the 40. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
51-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
A run with Harvey. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Harvey. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Foxborough. After this, it is 2nd and 9. Here's Nix to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Third and inches. Play action now. It's Nix. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw is Nix. And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got the 1st down and more than that. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 45 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, New England.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
To throw again is May. He'll find the rookie 3rd-round pick, Kyle Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The slot man in motion right. 3rd and short. And here is May. He's got his big tight end. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats Patriots extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21.
Broncos 21.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
13 yards on
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will tie the game at 24.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. On the return, here's Mims. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Robert Spillane spills him there.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A run once more. That's Harvey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Broncos.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but The offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
14 more yards.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Harvey trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
2-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. Throwing is Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
A 20-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will move out in front, 27-24.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. To throw is Medj. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible. Stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a 1st down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Maynard on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll run it here with Stevenson to the 5-yard line.
John Franklin Myers on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Kayshon Boutte, touchdown Patriots. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Patriots have taken a 4-point advantage.
27.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's Harvey running left. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
That's good.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another
13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Broncos.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He's going to send it downfield, looking for Ingram.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw odds a punt for Denver. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a 1st down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll go play action with May. Pass completed to Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Once more, it's Henderson. Finding room to the 20. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. And he's got another one. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, New England. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 27.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A return now from the 4. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Harold Landry. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Nix now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They're trying to punch it in with Harvey. And he's into the end zone yet again. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2. Here's Nix to throw. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. To throw now. Med. Here's a short one to Hooper. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henderson, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
To throw on first down is May. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
Big-time completion right there. And this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on first down.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Kayshon Boutte, touchdown Patriots. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots are going to extend their lead.
Patriots 45, Broncos 35.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. To throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Nix from the gun on third down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot.
And he will score. Game on. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. That his second touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Pates offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Now, May. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
On second down, here's a run with Stevenson. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They going to hold on to this one. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Woo! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Ingram able to get open. Makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Uh-oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Oh, Nick sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.